Why the giraffe don't look like the lion? They don't hunt. It ain't got nothing to do with what you eat. You think the lion look the way it eat because of what it eat? You think the physique is what, like watch the lion. You think that physique is that because of what it eat? It's not. It's the hunt that make it look like that. It's the hunt. Because every time it get up and it go out, it's got to run. Every time it go out, it's got to jump on my man and boom, bring my man to the ground. And I don't know if you watched it or not, but I promise you, whatever they catch, it ain't just letting them eat it. It's a fight going on. And every time it fight, it gets stronger. Every time it fight, it get more ferocious. Every time it fight, it becomes more of what it is.
Hey, step inside that booth, get loose, knocked out a nigga tooth, man. It's your boy, 503 Line, man. Back at it again with another one. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the almighty LDBC. Early morning hunt, post-fight reactions, man. Yeah, man, it was a good night of fights last night, man. Shouts out to Dillian Whyte. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Francis and Ngannou. You know what I'm saying? Fabio Worley. You know what I'm saying? Young Campbell. Shouts out to Ted Cheeseman too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give a big ups to Ted Cheeseman. You know what I'm saying? That was it. Him and Matt Koff was a good fight last night. I see you in the building, Bruce Goes. Salute, homie. Salute. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, I tried to tell these niggas, salute Trick Boxing. I tried to tell these niggas, man, they didn't want to listen to me, bro. Me and our fella, we tried to tell Cadillac Red, you know, that motherfucking, that Dillian Whyte was going to beat this dude, bro. So Cadillac Red, you officially 0-3. You're 0-3, brother. You're 0-3, okay? You're 0-3 with the main events. You've been 0-3, nigga. You picked Mighty Mo last week. You picked Chocolatito the week before that. And now you pick Alexander Povetkin for last night, nigga. You're 0-3. Talking about he picked Fabio, nigga. I'm talking about with main events, homie. Felix Nunes, salute, bro. Kano Loco. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Gold said, I thought Nick Webb looked good. Oh, Nick Webb is that dude from the UFC. Oh, yeah, Nick Webb looked good, too. That was that white boy with the braids. That's who you talking about, Nick Webb? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, UFC was fire last night. I didn't watch the whole UFC card. I just seen the highlights. But I did go back and watch the Ngannou Stipe fight on YouTube. Y'all can go check that out on Smoke City IG stories. What's going down with the big old fella? Let the people know what you got going, homie.
And it's your favorite, your most hated odd fella, back for another edition of the early morning hunt with the Houston hard hitter. Salute to my guy, you know what I mean? The host with the most, 503 Line. Y'all know what it is. Make sure y'all subscribe to the R fella, THAODDFELLA. You know what I mean? The War Report will be live and popping tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be doing the GTA Cypher Part 3. GTA Cypher Part 3. I got Ella Jeezy coming through. I got Young Tuka coming through. I got Mr. Burns Self-Made coming through. You in the dig? And I also got Late Night Villain coming through. So they're gonna be dropping some bars. It's gonna be lit, you know what I mean? Of course, Mike's gonna be there. Judge Galvatron gonna be there judging the MC. So GTA Cypher Part 3. Join us in the War Report, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all know what it is.
Salute to my brother Ghetto Love. I see you in the building. Kano Loco say Stephen Lee, salute, homie. He say when Cadillac makes a prediction, bet on the opposite. LOL. Yeah. Well, man, you see the picture, man. We see uh both fighters, both these black fighters versus these white fighters last night. Coach K, I see you in the building, homie. But I'm not even gonna make it about color, man. Of course, we tried to warn these dudes on bullshit on the Beltway. Be sure to go check that out if you haven't. You broke it down so beautifully and intelligently. You know what I'm saying? Salute some of Brother Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. You broke it down so beautifully. You know what I'm saying? I just had no filter. I was on one Friday. It was a great episode, by the way.
Facts.
I think we both learned. We both learned something. If you want to end up dead, you bet with red. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you want to bet right, you know what I'm saying? You gotta come see Oddfella and the Young Lion. You know what I'm saying? Because I think our record is pretty much sufficient. You know what I'm saying? Cadillac Red is 0-3. I'm 3-0. Me and the big Oddfella 3-0. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. It's looking bad for you out here, Cadillac Red, in these boxing streets, man. I think you just dropped to you probably in what, 5th or 4th place now? While me, Oddfella and Eck is at the top.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Credit to our boxing knowledge, 503. Credit to our boxing knowledge and our ability to break down without showcasing too much of our heart. You know what I mean? We still got our mind on full showcase when we breaking down these fights. So level up, Supreme.
Yeah, man, Supreme, you got to do better out here in these streets, baby. You looking real bad, and I'm hoping you redeem yourself next week with the Carl Frampton and you know what I'm saying, Jamal Heron fight. But we'll get into that later. Great episode of Night Court. It was woof. I went back and listened to that whole episode yesterday morning, and y'all boys was on fire in that courtroom, man. Fire.
Nigga, I'm still salty. And Ack, pick up your phone, goddamn it. Pick up your phone. Your counselor. We need to have some words.
Yeah, Ack, where you at, champ? You know what I'm saying? You let my boy LVZ come up in there and blast my man's, man. Then you got everybody was teaming up on Oddfella. What is it? Oddfella versus the world around this motherfucker?
Yeah, that's why I'm your favorite, most hated. That's why I'm your favorite, most hated. 503.
I see, bro. You definitely live up to the words, man. But like I say, man, go check. Listen, we got some of the best content out, man. We some of the best young up and coming dudes on YouTube doing this shit. Like, seriously, go check out our bullshit aside. Go check out Bullshit on the Beltway. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk is right there on the icon. Go check out my brother Jab Jamboree. Night Court. You know what I'm saying? Go check that out, man. But I want to get your thoughts, man, on Dillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin, because you broke this down so beautifully. You know what I'm saying? You gave these brothers straight boxing facts, and they ignored this. You know what I'm saying? You told them about the weight. You told them that Dillian Whyte been training. He was ready. He was focused. You know what I'm saying? He even brought in Lennox Lewis's old coach to correct his boxing techniques and some of his flaws. You know what I'm saying? Give me your thoughts about the fight, though, bro.
To start off, the location of the fight was beautiful. Right down to the open workouts, the weigh-in, how they had it outdoors, and you see the Gibraltar Rock in the background. Eddie Hearn is he's definitely creative with his location setups and whatnot. You know what I mean? The production looked great for that fight. Now the fight alone, I like walking into the ring. I don't give much credit to Dillian Whyte, but I have to give credit for showing respect to Marvin Hagler on his outfit, on his kit, walking into the ring. You know what I mean? So kudos for Dillian Whyte starting off the night doing that. Got the W for that. One thing I noticed, Povetkin walking into the ring, he looked listless. Now, I'm not really trying to take anything away from Dillian White's victory, because I do think, once again, he was doing the same thing in the first fight, but he was able to correct his mistakes. But one thing I found kind of strange in this fight is that even the commentators were alluding to it. Where's Povetkin's legs? Where's Povetkin's legs? He seemed almost, can you say, drugged in there? You know what I mean? He was stumbling all over himself. Um, he Before he got into the ring, his eyes looked kind of glossy as he was listlessly walking into the ring. Something was kind of odd about that. The way Povetkin was reacting, even the whole fight week. You know what I mean? Going into the fight, he seemed to be off balance a lot. Maybe it's the old legs. He was coming off of a COVID. We don't. It affects everybody differently. Maybe the age caught up to him, but it just seemed to me doubly suspicious after the emphatic left hook knockout from Dillian White, that he was so generously and so mercifully got a stool, got his stool to go get give to Povetkin, so he had a place to sit down and recover. You know what I mean? And I don't know, that just it was a nice thing to do, but it just kind of put up red flags to me, like that ain't that ain't Dillian White. Does he know something? Is this something? Did Povetkin get drugged or something like that, and he just feeling real bad because that left hook could have ended his life and shit? Who knows? I'm just putting speculation out there and bullshit. I don't have no solid facts, but I'm just trying to say what I saw. But other than that, Dillian White, he fought a great fight. He corrected his mistakes. His defense looks a lot better from the last. His jab, now there was some points where he was throwing wild punches and whatnot, but when he was able to keep it fundamental, you saw what happened. That 1-2 set up the left hook to end the fight. It makes me interested in a Wilder fight. I don't think he's gonna win a Wilder fight, but to be real, Dillian White's rarely in a bad fight. Other than I could think Marius Wack, that was a whack fight. But other than that, Dillian White comes to fight, and I know he'll definitely come to fight if he's put up against Wilder. I don't think he's going to be a scary opposition. I think there's true animosity and controversy behind that whole situation. So that fight up next, or that fight in the future, I wouldn't mind it. I definitely wouldn't mind it, and he's kind of impressed me more of how he's came back, from that devastating knockout to look the way he has. Came in shape. Looked a lot more fundamentally sound. I got to my hat to Dillian White for his performance last night.
Right. And Carlos Locos, you good, man. Ain't nobody gonna block you. You the homie. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Gold say Molina looked better than Povetkin. Bruce Gold say effects of COVID, question mark. Felix Nunez says White looked like he was on PEDs to me. Looked like they said nobody got a stool except White, LOL. I didn't really pay attention to that part, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this, man. I think Dillian White was super focused. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the effects of COVID did to Povetkin. He did look a little bit shaky to me. You know what I'm saying? And I just think the COVID played a part, but I also think I just don't think he was as focused as Dillian White in this fight. I feel like he thought maybe he was gonna be able to lure Dillian White in with another left hook or maybe an uppercut again. And Dillian Whyte kept his distance, he kept his range. You know what I'm saying? He stayed behind the jab. And he was hurting Povetkin. You know what I'm saying? The right hand looked more sharp. And I'm gonna say this too about Dillian, and I know a lot of the brothers, they don't like Dillian Whyte for whatever reason. You feel like he's a good boy to Eddie, or he talked too much shit about Wilder, or whatever the case may be. That's fine. That's cool. I don't even like Dillian Whyte. I'm not just a big fan of Dillian, but I've been watching Dillian for these past couple of months. I knew going into this fight, he was gonna right his wrongs. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna correct himself. You know what I'm saying? I knew. He brought in, Lennox Lewis's old coach, and he was super focused for this fight, man. The man been training in Spain for months. I think he been in Spain. You know what I'm saying? He been, locking in. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if Povetkin was doing the same. And I knew Povetkin was coming off of COVID. That played a major factor in this fight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell y'all something too, man. I want to see how Jamal Herring going to look next week, man, because that COVID shit might, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Ghetto Love said would have liked to see Fabio put all the skills together last night instead of looking for that one hit quitter. Yeah, man. We're gonna get to Fabio. Povetkin was dragging his damn feet walking in the ring. Bruce Gold say, I take nothing away from Whyte. I appreciate you, Bruce Goes, because a lot of the brothers ain't gonna give Dillian Whyte his credit. I'm just not even gonna say the brothers. I'm gonna just say boxing fans in totality. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this too. Let's not act like Dillian Whyte wasn't winning that fight in the first fight. You know what I'm saying? He was winning that fight easily. Last year, he was winning it easily. He got greedy. He gave up his real estate. He came in too close, and Povetkin caught him. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get Povetkin out of there. You know what I'm saying? Povetkin was a wounded lion, but like I say, a wounded lion is probably one of the most dangerous species in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? And he got caught. You know what I'm saying? But I knew Dillian could rewrite his wrongs. That's what we have to take away from this. You know what I'm saying? Dillian made his corrections. And I'm gonna say this too, because I didn't get to say all this on bullshit on the Bellway. Dillian Whyte is pretty much, if Dillian Whyte has a good fight, a good dancing partner, bro, for the most part, man, Dillian Whyte is in action-packed fights. Like now the Mario's walk. Hellenius fight, you know what I'm saying? Them fights probably didn't live up to par. But I mean, you look at the Derek Chisora fight, you look at the Anthony Joshua fight, you know what I'm saying? You look at Joseph Parker fight. You look at all these fights he's been in with these top heavyweights, bro. And for the most part, they're action packed. You know what I'm saying? Either Dillian Whyte's hurting somebody or he's getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta give him his credit for that, because he is a top tier heavyweight. Now, I don't like how he dug Luis Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. If I'm being honest with you, you know what I'm saying? But I think Rob Sportsman Lee, salute to you, homie. You say he's a C+ fighter. I would say B-. I would say B-, but he's definitely limited.
I'm gonna give him a B.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Mr. King Palmer say I was going against Whyte, but he did his own thing though. Yeah. Appreciate that, Mr. King Palmer. Salute to my brother Rob Sportsman Lee. He say salute 5039 in chat. Dillian Whyte is a C+ fighter. Okay. I'm not mad at you for that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the brothers feel like Dillian Whyte ain't all that good. Let me see. Ronald Haskins in the building. He say, but he's staying away from American heavyweights. Yeah, that he got to fix that. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got to fix it. But let's just keep it a buck.
I think we got a case. I think we got a case on Dillian Whyte for that, for real.
Yeah, let's just keep it a buck. What European heavyweight is fighting American heavyweights? The only one that I know of that fought American heavyweights is Tyson Fury. He's the only one. I mean, Anthony Joshua, you can say Anthony Joshua, but Anthony Joshua is limited in that aspect too because he fought Dominique Brazil, Molina, and Andy Ruiz. So that's three. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, to me, I think the only top European heavyweights that's doing that is AJ and Fury. You know what I'm saying? But Dillian White can if Eddie Hearns is adamant about making this Deontay Wilder fight, I mean, would the brothers give him credit for the Wilder fight? I don't know. I see you in the building, new Fat Boy Fitness. Salute to you, homie. Top of the top, man. Dillian White also ducked Dominique Brazil. He ducked Dominique Brazil?
Yeah, he did. That's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact because the WBC, Brazil offered, and the WBC offered Dillian White to have a title eliminator. Winner takes that Wilder fight, and Dillian White declined.
Okay.
He declined, and then ended up going the route of fighting Oscar Rivas, who, in all honesty, I believe Oscar Rivas might be slightly better than Dominic Brazil.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this, bro. Dillian White still got work to do. He still got work to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not crowning him the biggest threat to Wilder or anything like that. But let's get one thing understood. One thing I know and two things for sure that Dillian White and Wilder will be one of the biggest heavyweight fights in the game. I'm not saying it's gonna be as big as AJ or Fury, but it will be right beneath that. You know what I'm saying? And if the brothers is gonna criticize Dillian for his performance against a 40-year-old man, I think we have to do the same thing for Andy Ruiz. We got to do the same thing for Andy Ruiz, man, because he's pretty much doing the same thing. He's taking the old, I'm not gonna say washed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say old, past his prime areola, and he's digging him up and reviving him and bringing him back to life. That's the same. I mean, Andy Ruiz is doing the same thing. Would a Mexican fight fans say that about Andy Ruiz, or are they gonna back him for this fight, like the UK people back Dillian for his fight? What's your thoughts on that, fella?
I think his fight fans, his supporters ain't gonna say nothing about that. I mean, that's definitely not the narrative. The narrative is seeing the new transformation, the new and improved Andrew Ruiz. The man's looking jacked, especially in them legs. He makes me want to go up into the gym when they open back up. You know what I mean? And focus on my legs, because yeah, his legs are looking absolutely jacked. And he's looking like he's in supreme condition. So that's what the narrative is going to be behind. Not so much Areola. I'm gonna be blunt. He is a washed opponent to me. You know what I mean? He's had multiple chances at the title, but this was years ago. You know what I mean? Since then, his activities, it has been, he hasn't been active. You know what I mean? It, Chris Areola is not a top contender, much less even a top 15, a top 30 contender. He's a gatekeeper. You know what I mean? But this is a tune-up fight for once again for Andy Ruiz to get back into the mix of things and showcase that new body, that new transformation, to show that he's dedicated, show off that new training regimen that he's dealing with Eddie Reynoso being closely tied with Canelo. You see footage of him working out with Canelo and whatnot. We'll see if all that rubs off in the ring. That's what I think the major narrative is going to be, more so than Areola is a washed, close to 40-year-old opponent.
Right. I got my brother Stay Ready Boxing TV in the building, man. And it's only right if I play this clip, man. I got to. I'm sorry, stay ready, but.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was sweet, but I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was sweet.
I told you niggas. You niggas didn't want to listen to me and R fella. Y'all rolled with Povetkin. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
But I told y'all niggas. Go ahead, stay ready.
I told you Ted Cheese was gonna be say that for yourself, nigga.
I talk about Cheeseman, nigga. Eat your crow. Eat your crow in peace.
Hey, if I'm gonna take my L, nigga, y'all gonna take y'all's. Nigga, get that shit in. That's number one. Number two, that nigga Povetkin look drunk as fuck. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That nigga look like he took a couple shots before he walked out of there. Did you see him walking down the ring walk, my nigga?
I pointed that out, bro. I pointed that out.
All fella said that, bro. Real talk. He said that. Now, in defense of what you saying, I agree with you, homie. I'm not gonna argue that. Something lifted off with Povetkin. I don't know,
bro.
Well,
That nigga was pacing himself, walking down the ring walk, my nigga. You know how you is when you're drunk and you gotta watch your step to make sure you good,
right?
And that nigga got in the ring and he didn't look right. That first punch he got hit with in the first round, look at his legs. His legs got the wobbling like it was loose spaghetti, my nigga. Bro, I don't give a damn. It's something wasn't right about that fight.
Yeah.
I
agree, homie.
The way I do feel like he was either drugged or he wasn't all the way done fighting COVID yet.
The effects of COVID, yeah. That's what I say. I say the effects of COVID. I'm not gonna go that far as to the drug thing because it didn't have Tyson Fury Wilder too. I mean, on it, you know what I'm saying? Because I see no funny with the water.
And Whyte failed the drug test.
Oh yeah.
It don't need.
In his defense, I think they was drug tested for this fight because they was enrolled in a clean boxing program for the WBC. So if Dillian Whyte if he failed another drug test for this one, he will get blasted. No ifs and buts about it.
No, but what I'm saying is just because it don't have that remnants of Tyson Fury them on it, it don't mean a nigga ain't dirty. I don't trust Dillian Whyte, and I wasn't gonna pick Dillian Whyte, whoever the fuck he fight.
Okay.
So I don't mind eating crow if he won. I'm not. That's just like, what's another fighter I'll never pick? It's honest to God, I'm never gonna pick this nigga to win. It's nobody he can fight is gonna make me pick him to win.
Right.
I don't like that dude. It's a boxer like that, but he's at the top of the list. The deal is another one. They're at the top of my list of people I just don't even want in boxing. So I don't mind eating crow because I'm always pick against him.
Right. So your disdain for Dillian Whyte is just unforgivable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel you. And that's what I said at the beginning of the stream. I say a lot of people don't like Dillian Whyte. And I understand. You know what I'm saying? So, some people feel like he's a cheater. Some people feel like he a coon. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like he a shit talker that duck all the smoke in America. You have your reasons for whatever reasons they are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at you, big bro. I'm not mad at you. I get it. Felix Nunez say, why don't they criticize White's ugly ass punches like they do Wilder? Because, bro, I mean, and I left your comment up here for a reason. And I'm gonna get to the other brothers' comments. I see my brother Drew Titan in the building. Bronx on deck. What's good with it, homie? Listen, bro. Deontay Wilder is just hated. He's just hated. He's hated worse than Dillian Whyte. It's just a pure hatred that motherfuckers got for Deontay Wilder and his skill set, bro. And they gonna always criticize him no matter what he do. Just period. You know what I'm saying? Conor Loco said the undercard sucked badly.
Went hard. What the fuck?
Yeah, I gotta disagree with you, homie. I like that undercard, bro. Like Stay Ready to say, that Ted Cheeseman fight, bro, that was a good fight. And Ted Cheeseman proved me wrong.
Them niggas was scrapping, nigga.
Yeah. Not even much gonna lie. I like the undercard, homie. I like that undercard. I like the Fabio Wardley fight. I like the Ted Cheeseman fight. I'm gonna tell you this. They undercards are better than the PBCs. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I know brothers don't, everybody don't agree with that or like that, but that's the truth, homie. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Haskins say, I'll give him a D plus until he proves himself against American fighter. Last true champion they had was Lewis, and he knew America is the testing ground. Yep, that's a fact. Rob Sportsman Lee say, I want to see Dillian Whyte fight the Marine Coffee. That would be a good fight. That would be a good fight. Ronald Haskins also say, okay, now I read that one. I read that one. You pretty much said the same thing.
Go back to that coffee. I'm gonna tell you why Dillian ain't gonna fight him, because he don't need to fight these lower guys because he feel like he need a title shot because he hasn't got one. Dillian ain't gonna fight him. Dillian the scared little motherfucker because he's afraid he gonna lose before he get a chance to take a title shot. So he not gonna fight him. And fighting somebody like Coffee will beat Dillian Whyte. That's not a question. I can guarantee you Coffee will beat him. Everybody got his puncher's chance, but what is the puncher gonna do when he's getting beat the fuck up and hit hard and he's walking backwards and Dillian don't generate power going backwards.
Right. Exactly. That's why I say he's limited. We've seen Deontay Wilder go backwards and knock a motherfucker out, i.e. Arthur Spilker. Yeah. See, this is what motherfuckers don't understand.
Joe Joyce generate power going backwards.
Right. These.
I was gonna say it's a few fighters that do, but Dillian Whyte ain't one of them. Matter of fact, when he knocked out Derek Chisora, he was going backwards and got stuck on the ropes and stopped, planted his foot and threw a left hook.
Yep. I'm gonna say this too. All these dudes you see with their amateur pedigree, Wilder, AJ, Fury, Joe Joyce, Usyk, Jared Big Baby Anderson, Yoka. You know what I'm saying? All these dudes can fight off the back foot. Now AJ is a little bit more flat-footed than most. Him and Joe Joyce, they very flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen AJ knock a motherfucker out going backwards. He did it to Dillian Whyte in the first fight.
He did it to Carlos Tucker.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I seen AJ do that. You know, I seen him do Pulev like that. You know what I'm saying? So these dudes that have good amateur experience, they can box. Deontay Wilder can box. Usyk, Joe Joyce, AJ, them dudes can box. Tony Yoakum can box. You know what I'm saying? Big Baby Anderson is probably the most fluid, skilled heavyweight that's on the up and up right now. You know what I'm saying? But he has a great amateur pedigree. He has one of the best USA boxing coaches in Coach K. You know what I'm saying? So these dudes got skills, man. My brother Drew Titan Bronx on Dick say this is a showcase fight against Andy. This is a showcase fight for Andy against a name. Ruiz versus Whyte should be made immediately after Ruiz wins. What's your thoughts? Well, I'm gonna ask you that, Stay Ready. What you think about that? Would you rather see Ruiz versus Whyte if Andy Ruiz gets a win next in a couple more months? I mean next month.
No, honestly, I like. I understand what Drew is saying, and when you think about it, it's kind of the right way to move Andy Ruiz. I just hate the pay-per-view model for him. That with Chris Arreola is a perfect fight for him. No bullshit. That is the perfect fight for him. But for pay-per-view, no, I don't like that. But who I'd actually like to see him fight after that, I would like to see him go in there with another top name, whether it's not Virgil Ortiz, but unless it's Uncle Ortiz, King Kong, whether it's whether we go back to England and get a Derek Chisora or a David Allen, just to throw some names on his resume And that's just while we wait to find out what Wilder's gonna do. After we find out what Wilder's gonna do, let's and they make a fight or do whatever they do, I feel like they should throw him in there with him over throwing him in there with Dillian Whyte, because that's just me thinking it's a better fight. It's not so much as what the fans want to see or anything like that. I'm looking at moving them right, better fights. Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz is a better fight. Deontay Wilder versus fight, because we know the outcome with this fight. It's going to be a great fight with Andy Ruiz, because we know Andy Ruiz actually knows how to box. He's not getting knocked out like
that. Yeah. We listen.
He might get stopped. I say this: he might get stopped, but I don't feel like he gets.
You saying who gets stopped? Andy gets stopped?
I say fighting Deontay Wilder. I feel like if he fight Deontay Wilder, I think Andy Ruiz is one of those boxers that's not just going to get knocked out like that. I feel like he'll get stopped, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Taking too much punishment, throwing back. But I feel like he's going to just take one punch and get knocked out like that. Now, it ain't possible. Everything is possible. But look at that boxing acumen and him knowing how to stay. I think it'll be a better fight.
So you rather see Ruiz in that with Wilder versus Whyte. I feel that. Okay. Bruce Gold say if they charge $50 for this fight, what they gonna charge when Ruiz fights a real deal contender? Oh, you don't have to pay that 75 or that 80. Yeah, there you go. You gonna have to get one. You gonna have to get him a Ben Frank. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's a good question though. Povetkin was coming off COVID-19. Yep. And I'm gonna tell you this too. This fight this weekend coming up on ESPN. Jamal Herring is coming off COVID. I think Jamal Herring caught COVID like twice, maybe 3 times, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So take that into consideration when you make your picks this weekend. I'm not saying pick against Jamal Herring. I'm just saying take it into consideration. That's something that we can't ignore. You know what I'm saying? Rob Sportsman Lee said he had no win. Give me Arreola over Ruiz. I think Arreola wants to be the Mexican heavyweight champion. This is his opportunity. Yeah, man. But I mean, Arreola done been in so many wars though, bro.
Bro, you want to bet on?
What'd you say?
That you want to bet a hunch on that?
So you talking about Serrano Haskins? Oh yeah. So Serrano Haskins, you saying that Arreola gonna beat Andy Ruiz, bro?
Hey, I'm just saying I got a hunch on it.
I don't know Ronald Haskins, bro. I don't. Them odds would be crazy for that fight. You know what I'm saying? You probably could definitely come up though if you bet. I'm not even much gonna lie to you because I know the odds is not gonna be in his favor. You know what I'm saying? you might hit on that one. I don't know. Anything can happen in heavyweight boxing, especially. NBA D Nice, I see you, homie. King Vonnie in the building. Salute, big bro. Ghetto Love say the Cheeseman fight was the best fight. That's a fact. Ted Cheeseman stole the show. I know Ted Cheeseman get a lot of flack for his name, and he from the UK and shit, and he kind of like a journeyman. But him and that Metcalf dude, bro, that was a good ass fight. I wish I would have picked Ted Cheeseman. I should have rolled with Stay Ready, but I gotta give Stay Ready his credit. I'm gonna give my nigga his flowers while he can smell them. He was the only one on Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Go check it out. Fire ass episode. He was the only one that picked motherfucking me, Ted Cheeseman. You know what I'm saying? We all picked Metcalf to win. Ted Cheeseman stole the motherfucking show, dog. Salute to him. I gotta give that brother his credit. UCAD is known to be more lenient and less testing than VADA. Just saying. Okay. Let me see. Where I'm at. Mr. King Palmer say the zone doing some great jobs lately by putting these fights on. I've been telling niggas this shit, Mr. King Palmer. You know what I'm saying? I say, bro, niggas don't like Eddie Hearn for whatever reason, but you gotta respect the hustle. The zone have been giving us good boxing consistently, not every other month, every month. Every month from the start of Ryan Garcia up until now, the zone has been whooping PBC ass. Now, ESPN top rank right behind them with the Oscar Valdez fight and Burchell. They've been giving us Big Baby Anderson on a consistent basis. They got some good fights coming in April, like I say. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give them dudes their credit, man. They doing a great job. You're absolutely right, homie. I see you in the building, Denise Wars. There she go. Salute, Tay Tay. How you doing? How you doing, lovely? You set the internet on fire last night. Them pictures you posted, girl. Ngannou, Team Francis, Africa got a heavyweight champion. Okay, Ronald Haskins say, yes, I got him to win. Okay. Felix Nunez say, Areola should have been retired. Don't want to see dude get CTE. He been taking mad punishment. My brother Superfield J508 is in the building. All right, man. Phil, I want to come to you, my brother, because you got African ties. Give me your thoughts on the Stipe Ngannou fight last night. Now y'all have 3 African champions in the UFC, homie. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, that was a great spectacle last night, definitely. And big shout out, big salute to Francis Ngannou. To be honest, I picked Stipe because I believed he was the more well-rounded MMA fighter out of the two. You know what I mean? With his ability to strike, his ability on the ground, his wrestling ability, I thought it was just gonna be the same as the same as the first fight. Ngannou being outclassed for the decision, but Ngannou showed that he's improved. Man, I mean, he's improved. His takedown defense was stellar. And he ended the fight with a beautiful counter check left hook. You know what I mean? That he got caught himself in the whole exchange. But Stipe got too brave and thought he was coming in for the kill and ended up getting checked with that check left hook, and that was lights out. You see on the picture how Stipe's leg bent back, you know what I mean, and he's out from that check left hook, and Ngannou didn't even extend that left hook all the way. That's how much power this man has. He has definitely some serious power in those fists. He was mixing in kicks as well. Now you're talking to a man that has elite striking ability with his fists, but now he's mixing kicks in with those punches as well. Ngannou is looking absolutely freakish and ridiculous right now. And he's not yet. He hasn't even reached the ceiling yet. So yeah, this was a absolutely incredible victory for him. Incredible for the continent of Africa. That's showing that we can fight in these mixed martial arts and dominate as well too. Africans are dominated in a lot of major sports, not only just in MMA. Africans are seeping and starting to dominate the professional basketball as well. You see a lot of Africans are becoming all-star players. But once again, you see there Israel Adesanya, he's the current light heavyweight champion in UFC. We got the welterweight champion over there, and Kamara Usman from Nigeria, and then the newly minted heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou, who does have a boxing pedigree. I wouldn't be surprised if in the future there was a kind of a crossover fight, because he actually started off boxing first, and then transitioned over to MMA, kickboxing, and then MMA. So Francis Ngannou definitely has a huge future ahead of him. Once again, it was a great fight. Who do I want to see him fight next? There is big talks of him fighting John Jones. John Jones will be moving up to the heavyweight division, I believe, for his next fight. That's a compelling matchup because of the creativity that John Jones presents. There's also another Houston native, H-Town native, another Houston hard hitter by the name of Derek Lewis. That's definitely out there. He's won his last couple fights spectacularly. I believe he's number one in the heavyweight division. So that fight can be made. So those are two opponents we can look forward to for Francis Ngannou to fight. And the beautiful thing about UFC is that these fights get made. You know what I mean? I'm not just talking about them. We're not just talking about them, and this is not going to happen, or we're gonna let it marinate for another year or two. This fight, whether it's with John Jones or whether it's with Derek Lewis, we'll probably see it within the next 3 to 6 months in the day, because that's how Dana White works and moves these fights, careers, and activity. That they stay active with it. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout for those two opponents next for Francis Ngannou. Once again, salute. Africa definitely. If it wasn't on the map before, it's on the map now for MMA.
Yes, sir. I see you in the building. Quee. You just got thick up in here. You know what I'm saying? Between you and Tay, I don't know which way to go. Okay, stay ready. I'm gonna ask you this, homie. And then I'm gonna catch up in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because they going crazy in the chat right now with these comments. You kind of stuck between the rock and the hard place, man, because I know you fuck with the MMA a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You be watching
a little bit. I didn't get to watch it last night, but I did see.
I want to ask you this though: Would you rather see, like Arthur alluded to? Would you rather see the H-Time homie? You know what I'm saying, Derek versus Ngannou? I'm talking about straight slugfest. You know what I'm saying, striking match. Or would you rather see him versus John Bone Jones? What's your thoughts, homie?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like you said, that is a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
But I would rather see him against Derek. I would rather see him against Derek. Either or would be a good fight, but I think a more fan compelling fight would be him and Derek.
Okay.
Because that's gonna be an all out war. And it's gonna be nonstop action.
Somebody gonna get knocked out though.
Guaranteed somebody gonna get knocked out. And that's why I would say that. The John Jones though, that's gonna be that's a compelling fight though.
Yeah, it is.
But Derek Lewis, I don't know, bro.
But I'm gonna ask you this: do you feel like Ngannou is ready for that? Do you feel like he's on the level of a John Bones Jones? Because people can arguably say John Bones is the GOAT of that UFC shit. You know what I'm saying?
I fucks with John Bones Jones, but I'll never say he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Only reason is because his ass done got popped how many times for steroids? Not once, not twice. You know what I'm saying? Multiple occasions. Bro, right. You was a serial drug cheat. That's the only reason I'll never say you the greatest, but you are one of the top all time, regardless of drugs and all that. That shit is just, he's different. He's different.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Tay say Ngannou, aka the Predator, his wrestling definitely improved. I told Joe with Francis, when Francis hits you with that right hand, you going down. Felix Nunez say, let's not forget that Stipe considered the best heavyweight in UFC history. Francis stalked and destroyed him. Yeah, he did. He did, man. Now Dana White is going to make the super fight Ngannou versus Jones. She said, I told y'all Ngannou, that right hand he hit you with, you going down. Yep. So she said she's so happy. Yeah, I know, man. You and this comment going crazy, Tay. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, like, just looking at Tay page over these couple of months and shit, since I've been following her, she always go hard for the UFC. So I'm happy that we finally got some good UFC smoke. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really watch MMA like that. I do like when some of my favorite fighters fight, like Ngannou, Kuzman, Stylebender. You know what I'm saying? I like when Conor fight. Of course, when Khabib used to fight, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I like this heavyweight mix up right now. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget Amanda Nunes, nigga.
Amanda Nunes. Yep, you right. I can't forget about her.
Shit, well,
Amanda Nunes, you know what I'm saying?
I still like Cyborg too.
Okay. Ronald Haskins say, I don't watch MMA, but he don't want none of Jones. I gotta disagree with you, homie. Again, I disagree, man. I think Ngannou want all the smoke. Whoever Dana put him in there with, bro, he'll fight anybody. And that's one thing I like about the MMA, bro. Dana White don't he don't be playing when it comes to making these fights, bro. He give the fans what they want to see, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I fuck with in the UFC. Tay Brown say whoever wins, Ngannou, Jones, Derrick Lewis will be next in line for the title. Phil J508 say Derrick, then Jones. Okay. Yeah, I like that too, homie. I like that too. White makes the fight because he's the only one getting paid. Jones needs to get acclimated at heavyweight first. Okay. Yeah. They need to. Yeah. Jones do need to take a heavyweight fight.
Let me just drop this one point though.
Go ahead.
About Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis before, I believe by stoppage. So that was a Cruder Ngannou.
Derrick hasn't lost by stoppage. He always tapped out when he lost. Or it was a decision on the courts. But for the most part, he never got stopped. It was a tap out.
Well, I'm pointing out that he has taken the loss to Ngannou before, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, he did. I remember. That's another reason why I kind of want to see that fight.
Yeah.
I feel like because the only way Ngannou was taking him down to the ground, and I think he knows that if they fight, that's what he's going to be trying to do. So I think that's what's going to make this fight a tad bit different.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see you in the building, Junior, the motherfucking truth. What's the damn deal with the family? Let me catch up in this chat, man, and we're gonna get to this Fabio Wally smoke since Junior the Truth is in the building. Ngannou versus Jones, interesting because of Jones' skill set against Ngannou, raw size and power. Ngannou big as fuck, made Stipe look like a little kid. Yeah. Derrick Lewis has that Kimbo slice style. Derrick is a beast. Jones is more skillful than Ngannou. Yep. I don't fuck with Jones, but he a great fighter. I thought Jones was getting caught with cocaine, not steroids. He got caught with both, homie. He got caught with both.
Yeah. He got caught with. I wasn't even talking about the cocaine. I was strictly talking about the steroids. He got caught with steroids more than twice.
Mm-hmm. And he in love with the cocoa. You know what I'm saying?
And he in love with the cocoa. Not a little bit of cocoa. He got caught with a lot of bit of cocoa.
Yeah, man. So down in Arizona, I mean, they got that pure white down there. Benavidez know about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the damn deal, family? He say salute, young lion. Salute to you, big bro. He say salute all fellas. Yeah, man. Tay say you can't duck in the UFC. If you do, you will be on the shelf for 6 months. There's no ducking in MMA. Okay, she's speaking to JT. I'm with Stay Ready. That PED stuff with Jones is only the black mark against him being the greatest ever, without a doubt. And Phil J say facts, Tay Tay. Okay, man. We caught up in the chat a little bit, man. We finna get back on this boxing talk, man. We definitely will be paying close attention to MMA moving forward. I want to see Stylebender make a comeback at middleweight. I want to see what Usman gonna do. I want to see what John Bones Jones gonna do, and Ngannou and shit like that. So we gonna be definitely paying close attention to MMA, and I'm pretty sure Tay Tay gonna keep us well educated. You know what I'm saying? Because she fuck with it. She's a hardcore MMA fan and she's a boxing fan. So y'all gotta give Tay Tay her credit. She know her fighting. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, back to this boxing, man. Fabio Wardley versus Eric Molina. This was a good step up fight for the homie. You know what I'm saying?
I told y'all it was gonna be a rough fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. Fabio Wardley looked a little bit different. He was a little bit more defensive. He was looking to counter punch. He was looking to, you know what I'm saying, hit Molina with the counter shots, and you know what I'm saying. He was real defensive. He was kind of timid a little bit, kind of weary of Molina's power. And I'm gonna say this too. He did get hit, and it's arguable you could say that he got hurt in that fourth round when Molina caught him with that right hand. But in Fabio's defense, when he got hit, like I say, a wounded lion is one of the most dangerous predators in the jungle. And when he went into wounded lion mode, you seen what he did to Molina. Knocked him the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Now, Odd Fella, give me your thoughts on this Fabio Wardley and Eric Molina fight, man. What was your thoughts about Fabio's performance against old boy Molina, man? How did you feel about the knockout? You know what I'm saying? What was your thoughts on him?
It was a good learning experience for young Fabi. This is what I thought he would get out of this from a grizzled veteran, former contender, title shot getter, and Eric Molina. This is the type of fight that we were supposed to see. Keep in mind that Fabio Wardley only has about 10 to 12 amateur fights. Once again, I reiterate that he's learning on the job. Learning on the job, I believe he's now 10-0, 11-0 now, and he's fighting guys the class of Eric Molina and getting rid of him in 4 rounds. Now, you might have saw some flaws within those 4 rounds. I saw some punches that he shouldn't have got hit with. He definitely was rocked in the 4th round, but I like what he did after he got rocked. After he got rocked, he wasn't Eric Molina wasn't able to hit him with a punch after that. And I mean, he still had the defensive wherewithal to duck punches, evade, back up, and then set up his counter shots, which he ended the fight. After that, Eric Molina stanza. After that one punch, the fight was pretty much ended for Eric Molina. That was his demise. Was actually rocking Fabio Wardley. Wardley at the end of the day, he showed a decent beard. That wasn't the first time he got clipped in the fight. He was getting clipped multiple times during the first 2-3 rounds of the fight. But he showed a decent beard. It looked like he was working on things in there. But as y'all can see, this is why I like Fabio Wardley, because there's a slickness about him. He's not your typical UK lamppost upright type of heavyweight. He has he was using angles. He uses beautiful feints, too much feints at times. I would like him to commit more on some more of his punches, but y'all must see the ability in there. You know what I mean? So in the future, next fights, he needs to stay on this type of level, this type of Eric Molina level, fighting the guys of that caliber for his next 3 to 5 fights, I would say. You know what I mean? To continue to gain that experience. There's no sense of moving him up in class or nothing like that. he still has a lot of learning to do, a lot of experience getting used to being in that ring against a seasoned veteran. No amateur, limited amateur experience. This is what we should expect, but it's an enticing fight down the line. Thinking uh, how if they ever cross roads, Big Baby Anderson and Fabio Worley, because seeing Fabio Worley yesterday, I automatically was comparing him to Big Baby Anderson, and their styles are somewhat similar, somewhat similar. So would be to me a very very interesting fight in the future. That's my take.
Right. I see you in the building, JT. I know you finna come pop your shit, homie. He say trash. He say trash. Winston Lee, salute to your homie. Salute to Shot Town. Ronald Haskins say, I tried watching the UFC, but all that holding turns me off. Growing up in the streets, who was forced to stop holding and fight. That's a fact, homie. Felix Nunez say, and I'm finna come to my brother Stay Ready too, because Stay Ready is inside Team Big Baby. He sees a lot and he knows a lot. You know what I'm saying? Felix Nunez say, Fabio, impressive to me, showed great instinct and athleticism. Got to keep his hands up, though. That's a fact. That's a fact, nigga. You're not Roy Jones Jr. You know what I'm saying? Fabio is dumped the truck juice. Big Baby eats his lunch all day. Stop using that nigga name in the same sentence as Big Baby Anderson. Now, I'm gonna get my thoughts on the fight last. I want my brother to stay ready to cook on this, man. Now, you was in the gym yesterday with all of the brothers, Big Baby, Anderson, and Q, and
Darwin, everybody. It was a lot of people in there yesterday.
Yeah. So you seen a lot yesterday. I'm pretty sure you got a lot of footage.
No, I didn't do no recording yesterday. Just at the what's the name? But I was there watching the shit like that.
Okay, so you seen Big Baby spar. I'm pretty sure you seen the Fabio Worley fight yesterday, man. Give me your thoughts on Fabio's performance versus Molina. This was a good step up fight for him. Do you kind of compare him and Jared Anderson styles? And if so, man, elaborate on that, man. Give me your thoughts, big bro.
I honestly don't, and there's nothing against Fabio Worley. Big Baby is on a different level. I know people see what they see as far as what y'all see in the fights, but when I'm looking at them actually sparring in the gym and things like that, I'm looking at a different fighter than what I see in the ring. Like I'm seeing this kid. This kid is 21 years old. He's fighting veterans as Brian Jennings and F.A. Ajaba, because F.A. was there yesterday too. When I see him actually fighting and he's telling the other guys what they need to be doing while they sparring. Like his boxing IQ is on a whole nother level to be so young. And one thing about boxing is that you never stop learning. To be so young and me to see what he's accomplishing and doing at that age that he's at, it shows me a lot. And skill level, I think he's on a different level. Not saying Fabio ain't fighting tougher competition. Big Baby is going to get that competition, but he's young, and they moving him accordingly. He don't have to fight higher competition at this moment. He doesn't have to. He's still young, and he got a long way to go in his career. You know what I'm saying? So the way they moving Big Baby is good. But I think as of right now, as far as the optics go and looking at the guys, man, I told y'all yesterday that this was going to be a rough fight for Fabio Worley. Even though he got that kid out of there early, I told y'all yesterday this is not going to be easy. Eric Molina ain't no walk-through opponent like that. You see how rough it was, but he got the knockout like we all predicted he was going to get the knockout. It's really levels to this for a reason, but I'm like I fell on this one as far as him fighting the level of competition he's fighting. He has to stay there. He can't go up. He can't, because if he go up and take a punch like he did from Eric Molina, he's going to get stopped early, and his career is going to be ended quicker than what y'all wanted it to happen. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So I want to ask you this: what do you think Fabio needs to improve so he can be ready for a dude like Jerry Big Baby Anderson?
he needs to. You see how he was. He needs to be more cognitive of his defense. He need to. This ain't. You don't even have the. You're in the wrong weight class to even try to fight with your hands down. When a fighter has his hands down, you know what that tells me?
They rely on their athleticism too much.
Nope, he tired.
I disagree. I think he relies on his reflexes a lot when he puts his hands down. But
Yeah, that's cool.
at the same token, he does need to put his hands up a little bit more. There is a time where you can have your hands down and you're safe because you can read you have the instincts to read your opponent knowing that he ain't gonna throw nothing. So
That's
I can
cool.
keep my hands down, you know what I mean, and shoot from the hip, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Eric Molina wasn't that opponent, was it? So that's why he got stunned. So like I'm going back to what I was saying. A lot of times when I see a fighter with their hands down like that, I'm automatically thinking you starting to get gassed because you don't have the energy to keep your hands up and block because you're not Floyd. There's no fighter in here that's got that Philly shell like Floyd. So if you got your hands down, I'm automatically he's starting to gas out. So I'm finna continue to hit you in the body. You got your hands down, I'm finna tear your body up some more. I'm finna make you even more tired.
Yep.
I don't have to go to the face because your bob and weave game ain't for to protect their body. Your arms down, you ain't got enough time. You ain't got enough reaction to pull back to protect their body.
And I'm just to compliment what Stay Ready said. Jerry Big Baby Anderson is a great body puncher. He's a great body puncher.
And a hell of a defensive fighter.
Yes, he is. You know what I'm saying? Seen and unseen boxing say if Big Baby catch Fabio like Molina did over and over, it's night sleep.
Yeah.
He has no sense of hand placement in defense. Ghetto Love say Big Baby will break Fabio down. And salute to my brother Brown on boxing. Salute, homie. Appreciate you. Y'all smash the like button for the young line if y'all haven't done so already. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let all fella counter what Stay Ready said if you got anything he want to say. Fabio still got some learning to do. And he's learning on the job and he's learning at a rapid rate. But when you're put in a position like Fabio was put in, he has no choice but to learn on the job and learn fast. Because like I say, you got dudes with high amateur background experience and they're stepping up in competition gradually at a lower pace. But these guys are already seasoned and skilled, like the Tony Yokums, like the Big Baby Andersons, like the Philip Herkoviches and stuff like that, or the Joe Joyces of the world. Fabio is a good up and coming fighter, but if Big Baby Anderson was in that ring last night with him, make no doubts about it, he would have lost. And he would have lost badly. You know what I'm saying? Now I like poking fun at Jimmy the Truth because I know he's Big Baby Anderson's number one fan. You know what I'm saying? He is in the top Big Baby Anderson fan. You know what I'm saying? So I like fucking with my bro when it comes to that. But Fabio, you got to work on your defense, homie. You got to keep your hands up. You got to press the action a little bit more when you're in there with competition. You can't be so timid. I think he was hella timid. He was doing a lot of feign last night. He was trying so hard to lure Molina in, and when he finally did lure him in and got stunned, he had to hurry up and retreat and throw a punch back, and he just so happened to catch Molina with the short left hand. But I'm gonna tell you something, bro. These young and up and coming heavyweights, they not going for that. Tony Yokum not going for that. Herkovich not going for that. Michael Hunter not going for that. You know what I'm saying? Michael Coffey, Dermani Rock, all these up and coming dudes, man, you have to be better, homie. But you know what I'm saying? Because Molina is almost 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? But in your defense, he was a great journeyman. He was a great gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? And overall, I gave Fabio a 6 out of 10. I think he should have pressed the action a little bit more. I think he should have been more aggressive. I didn't see no jab. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see no. I mean, I'm not gonna say he wasn't confident. I don't know. Like, why was he so timid and defensive in there? Like, you know what I'm saying? He was. It's kind of like he was second guessing himself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that. I don't understand why he didn't
That's why he needs the experience. 503.
right. I don't understand why Fabio just didn't destroy this dude. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I expected. I expected him to walk in there and destroy Eric Molina, but he didn't do that. He took his time. But I'm in his defense. He was patient. He was poised, but also he was kind of toying around, and that's what kind of made him get caught. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You cannot do that with these young boys, man. You can't do that against Big Baby Anderson. You can't do that against Coffee. You can't do that against Yoke. You can't do that against these dudes, bro.
Well, let's pump the brakes on Big Baby Anderson a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I think we a lot of us caught amnesia because Big Baby Anderson's last fight was against a former CFL bench warmer that doesn't have too much experience in boxing himself, and he gave Big Baby Anderson his hardest fight to date. You know what I mean? Hardest fight to date. Big Baby Anderson was getting clipped in that fight. He ended up getting a spectacular stoppage to a opponent that totally ran out of gas. But let's not make it seem like it's a total guarantee that if you put Fabio Worley in the ring with Big Baby Anderson, that it's a total whitewash. When what we just saw in his last fight against a former CFL bench warmer, you know what I mean? Now this is where I see the comparisons. You know what I mean? Because in that fight, we saw Big Baby Anderson with a type of arrogance.
About you, he say you hating on the young homie.
Not even. I love Big Baby Anderson, man. He's dope. He's dope to me. You know what I mean? But this is where I see the comparisons because they have that same type of arrogance. You know what I mean in the ring. And that same arrogance Big Baby Anderson was showcasing was the reason why he was getting clipped against that former CFL player. So I think that once again that why Fabio Worley was getting clipped was because of that arrogance. He could keep his hands down in front of the seasoned veteran and whatnot. Not so much what Stay Ready was saying that he was fatigued because from the beginning of the fight, he had his hands down, kind of toying with Eric Molina. You know what I mean? Until eventually he was getting caught and clipped. He wasn't judging his distance well enough. But one thing that I believe that Worley needs to do better, like 503 was saying earlier, is that jab needs to be a whole lot better. It needs to be utilized a whole lot more. When he did throw the jab occasionally, it was working for him. It was working for him, but he got to throw the jab more, definitely, and that will solve one of the problems with regards to being in there just posing and getting clipped with right hands, because that's what was happening. If you have your opponent somewhat occupied with a pestering jab, you don't have to worry about those right hands so much. You know what I mean? So yeah, he definitely needs to work on that timidness or that the lack of committing the punches. I think comes with experience. So he needs to continue fighting opponents on this type of level so he can get used to letting his hands go and not just relying on his feints and his reflexes and whatnot, because that's not at the end of the day gonna win you fights. You can't rely on that one punch to change the fight. You gotta utilize your boxing skills, your jabs as well to stack up those points in the round. So yeah, he got a couple things to definitely work on.
Okay, I want to counter something that you just said. We don't know. I see you in the building, Mike 202. Salute. And I'm gonna let my brother stay ready to cook, and I want both of y'all to cook on this. Okay, Junior, we're gonna be listening in to the Punch Junkie Morning Show. I see you in the building, K Blade. He say he can't wait to until the Punch Junkie Morning Show tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be good. And don't come up in bullshitting. Let's get straight to the action. You know what I'm saying? Cause you like to walk around and tiptoe and shit. So I want you to come in and don't let me come in the comment section and start trolling you for you to get on your job, nigga. Come up in there with the shits tomorrow. Cause you in my comment section with the shits right now. So I want that same energy in the morning when you sipping on your coffee in your studio. You know what I'm saying? But I want to ask y'all this. We don't know who Jerry Big Baby Anderson is fighting. His opponent has not been announced yet. Maybe Stay Ready heard something through the grapevines. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But who will be a good opponent for Fabio next? And who will be a good opponent for Jerry Big Baby Anderson? Go ahead, Stay Ready.
You know what? For a great opponent for Fabio Warley right now, it would I bullshit you not, and I guarantee you both of y'all will agree with me. Is Gerald Washington.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against Gerald Washington, but to be honest with you, Gerald is literally a stepping stone for every fighter right now, and it's nothing against him.
So Gerald Washington with Big Baby Anderson only having like 8 fights.
Nah, I didn't say
disagree.
Big Baby.
Disagree.
Hold on,
Fabio.
Fabio Warley.
Disagree.
Wait. We ain't in court. We doing our own takes. This is my personal belief. I don't care if you disagree or not. Me personally, I think it's the goddamn perfect fight for him. That's me. I don't give a damn what nobody else think. This is a fight that I think would be good for him and a great step up fight for him. You know, I'm not saying that it's just a hell of a wash fight. That'd be a great fight for him. Promise you. That's a great step up fight. Another good one is what's that kid name? Charles Martin. Charles Martin. I think Charles Martin would be a good step up fight for him. It's gonna be a hard step up fight, but it'll be a good step up fight.
That's a 50-50 fight.
It might be too tough, but I'm not saying nothing against it. I think Fabio wins it, but it is gonna be a hard, rough fight. Another one for Fabio is Bogdan Dinu. I remember that fight that Big Baby Miller had with Bogdan Dinu. Bogdan was hitting Big Baby with some hellified jabs. Big Baby ended up stopping him, but that was a good fight for him.
Maybe. I don't know, bro. I think once again we're trying to he needs to stay at the gatekeeper level, and you giving guys that are like mid-level contenders like Charles Martin, Gerald Washington. I think a little bit too much for Fabio Warley right now. You know what I mean? Maybe by he's a Florida title contender. He's pretty much.
He only had one title shot. One.
I think it's a little bit too much for his next fight. Maybe later on in the year, but right now, Gerald Washington is too much of a step up from what we've seen in the Eric Molina fight. I think he still needs a little bit more seasoning on guys, the level more so like Bogdan Dinu, I think, is more of a logical opponent. He got a glossy record. He has a decent amateur record himself, but I don't think he has the punch resistance. You know what I mean? So Fabio Warley could easily take him out. But I think a more logical fight.
Hold on.
You didn't talk. You
didn't even let me finish my whole take. So how you gonna sit there and say let you talk? Hold on.
Let me just get this last thing.
Real quick. You didn't even let me finish talking.
Man.
But I just wanted to say something to you. Because I didn't even get to finish making my take because I didn't even mention Big Baby Anderson. He asked
All
me
right.
a question for both, and you just
Yeah.
took over.
All
I
right,
just want,
hurry up, man. Hurry up.
God damn.
Go ahead, stay ready. Go ahead, because I know all fella, he ready to attack.
I
God
know.
damn you. Go ahead,
I
bro.
know he is. But look, one of the reasons, but before I go with my Big Baby Anderson, one of the reasons I said Gerald Washington, my nigga got stopped by Andy Kawanaki, my nigga. The nigga got stopped by Andy Kawanaki, my nigga. Like he done got knocked out he got knocked out by Charles Morton, Kawanaki, Deontay Wilder, Gerald, and Big Baby Miller. That would be a perfect. This dude is washed, my nigga. He's not nowhere close to contendership. He'll never get a shot at a belt again because of these fighters coming up. Fighters like Big Baby Anderson, fighters like Fabio Wardley, fighters like Junior Farr, fighters like Tony Yoakum. Those kind of guys right there are perfect guys for him to fight, for them to move on to the next level. He is not right there for him. And fighters that I think I would like to see Big Baby Anderson fight are fighters like Eddie Chambers or Thomas Adamek. Somebody like that on a lower level that I think would be great for him to step up in competition and look great against.
Both them niggas retired. First off,
I didn't even know. Shit, nigga. But I'm just giving you an example. Those are the type of fighters I would like to see him fight. But Adam Kownacki knocked out fucking Gerald Washington. If Fabio Wardley can knock Gerald Washington out.
Is Gerald Washington world class?
Huh?
Is Gerald Washington world class?
Honestly, do you think he world class? Because I think he's a name for the resume. I think he's just somebody that's up there.
Come on,
man,
you ducking around the question, bro. Is he world class or not?
I said no. I specifically said no. You didn't hear no. You want me to say it loud and screaming for the
yes. I want to hear conclusively yes or no.
For the bitch in the back that didn't know who I was, I'm Rick James, bitch. No, nigga. No.
Listen, man. Listen. I think Gerald Washington is a little bit too much for Fabio Wardley for his next fight. I agree with you on the Bogdan Dinu. He got a glossy record, low punch resistance, so that might be a fight. I think a better fight for him, you know what I mean, as more logical, it's an in-house fight, is I don't know if y'all seen the early part of the undercards where Nick Webb, a UK heavyweight, was able to knock out undefeated German heavyweight Eric Pfeiffer.
That was the dude with the afro.
Yeah.
I seen it.
Nick Webb just I guess put his career back on track with that victory right there. So I think that'll be that's the type of level he should be fighting at his next fight. Fabio Wardley making a statement out of a domestic challenger in the UK's Nick Webb. So yeah, that's my take.
What about Big Baby Anderson?
What about Big Baby? Who would you like to see Big Baby fight?
Big Baby Anderson. I think your boy Guido Bellinelli will be a perfect opponent. Once again, Big Baby Anderson needs a seasoning. I don't want to see him in there so much with guys like, you know what I mean, mid-level contenders. Like I was thinking about Carlos Takam before, but that's a end of the year fight possibly after he gets a couple more fights under his belt. But next, I think Guido Bellinelli. You know what I mean? He's coming off a draw with Kingsley Abe. So I mean, he's still undefeated. He fights for top rank as well. He's a taller opponent, which will give Big Baby Anderson more seasoning against the taller opponents, which populate the heavyweight division right now. Guys that are like 6'5" and up. So Guido himself has good boxing ability. Maybe he'll be able to redeem himself because he looked like complete Shiite against Kingsley eBay. So yeah, I think that's a good opponent. Next fight for him, Guido Bellinelli against Big Baby Anderson.
Guido, you fucking bully.
I ain't
Yeah,
seen Guido in a minute either.
yeah. I told you niggas, man. I told you, JT T-Town. You say you got smoke for me, nigga. I got smoke for you too. Yeah, cause you was one of them Black Power Rangers that was all Black Power this and Brother Man that last week. You know what I'm saying? When Mighty Mo, the Oak Cliff, my Texas brother, fought my other Texas brother, Virgil Ortiz. But see, unlike y'all that preach this Black Power shit, you know what I'm saying? This Black excellence, you know what I'm saying? When me and Stay Ready rolled against the grain and picked Virgil, we got criticized and bashed. You know what I'm saying? But then the following week, you ninjas picked the white boy to beat the brother. You know what I'm saying? So I got smoke for you too, nigga. And Cadillac Red is ducking me right now. He's somewhere smoking a blunt, hiding out in Virginia. He could come in the comment section, but he can't motherfucking me come on the show. So I'm assuming he at church or let him tell his football game.
Nah,
Yeah.
503. He ain't get the link. He ain't in the group chat.
Oh no, but I sent it to his DMs too. So now what, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something right now, JT. I'm gonna tell you something, big bro. I love you. But I gotta call you out on your hypocrisy, bro. The double standard for these Black fighters is real. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. One minute we pick pro-Black, and the next minute, you know, for whatever reasons, y'all go against the grain and you don't pick the Black fighter. Whatever. But I'm gonna say this about Big Baby Anderson. Big Baby Anderson needs a step-up fight. No matter how good we think he is, no matter what he done in the amateurs, no matter how smart and intelligent his IQ is, we have not seen him step up in competition. I mean, Kingsley is his toughest fight to date. He got a spectacular knockout, but he was getting touched in that fight too. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Fabio Worley. He got touched. He got stunned in the Molina fight. But the difference between Fabio and Big Baby Anderson is, again, you know what I'm saying? He picked and he's fighting better competition, and I think he will continue to do that. So that will give him an edge, you know what I'm saying, if they was to ever fight. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying he'll beat Big Baby, because that's not the case. I still think Big Baby fuck all these niggas up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not quitting, nigga. I'm from Texas, homie. I'm from North Houston, like you from West Dayton, Ohio, nigga. Ain't no quitting me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna quit, nigga, till I'm in the casket. And I still might hunt you in your dreams like Candyman and Freddy Krueger, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, and these is all jokes, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Junior is brothers. We rag on each other. He did a whole 15 minutes ragging on me Friday on his show, and I'm pretty sure he gonna do it again tomorrow. And I'm cool with that. I'm made for this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he say tomorrow, I've already heard it over and over again. You know what I'm saying? But you Black Power Rangers though, y'all gotta keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck why you don't like Dillian Whyte. He Black. You know what I'm saying? Y'all crucified me and Stay Ready last week for picking the Mexican, but it's okay for y'all to pick the Russian this time around. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about Dillian Whyte being a good boy or Eddie Hearn slave or Phil nigga or whatever y'all want to call him. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I love you too, my nigga. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? I'm just calling niggas out on their bullshit. It ain't just Junior. It's a lot of you niggas. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of you niggas on Smoke City. A lot of you, I ain't forgot. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of you niggas on Supreme Beast Boxing talking shit. Supreme included. Stay Ready picked motherfucking me. You know what I'm saying? He picked Dillian. I mean, he picked Povetkin. He had to eat his crow too. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like Dillian Whyte, period. I don't give a damn if he Black, white, Asian, Mexican, if he Choco. I don't give a damn. That nigga blue black, and I still don't like his bitch ass.
Right.
Fuck Dillian Whyte.
Hey, and that's how my brother feel. That's how he feel. I got no quarrel with that. Got no quarrel with JT. He feel however he feel towards my man's Dillian. You know what I'm saying? I got smoke for you, homie. I got smoke for you. You know, it ain't no beef, but I got smoke for you. I'm gonna call you out on your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But to continue this good boxing talk, like I say, man, I think a good opponent for both these dudes who all stay ready didn't bring up. And I'm gonna say it right now. I think Otto Wallin is a great opponent for Big Baby Anderson. I like Otto Wallin.
Wow, that I think that's a little bit too much of a step
Yeah,
up.
I did too. I thought about that name, but I honestly think that's way too much.
Nah.
That boy is 22-1, bro. And he ain't fought a little bit of competition. He done fought tough competition. I think it's a little bit too much right now for both of them.
Legitimately should have beat Tyson Fury.
Facts.
I like Otto Wallin for both these dudes. I like what's my man's name? I like Chisora for maybe a Fabio. I think that's a good UK step up fight for Fabio. Let me see on the American side with Big Baby Anderson. I think a guy like what's my man's name? Like Gerald Washington is a good fight. I like the Robert Helenius fight. The dude that knocked out Kornacki. I think that's a good fight for him. I like the Richard Larte fight for him. Hell, I even take Eric Molina. Eric Molina is a good fight for Big Baby Anderson at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? Shit, and I still want to see him. Oh, no matter of fact, what's that mother Ajay Cabella, the nigga that Tyson Fury was finna fight that's 20-0?
Ajay
Cabello. Yeah, I think that's a good fight for Big Baby Anderson. Motherfuckers is sleeping on Big Baby Anderson, man. He sparred Tyson Fury, bro. Gave Tyson Fury that work from what I was told. You know what I'm saying? So I think Otto Wallin is a good step up fight. I think the Caballero is a good fight. I think Otto Wallin, Helenius, Marius Wack, Richard Larte, Guido. I definitely want to see him whoop on that fake ass Rocky Italian Stallion motherfucker. That's who I want to see the most. That's an in-house fight, and I know that's most likely the fight that could be made is Guido. Now, Big Baby gonna have to listen. Big Baby got all this hype behind him. He got niggas like Junior the Truth behind him, his Ohio brethren in the Midwest and down south because he in Houston. You know what I'm saying? He got niggas like me and Stay Ready riding for him. Stay Ready. Been in the camp watching him. He been sparring Brian Jennings. I think Brian Jennings is a good step up fight for him.
Brian Jennings at Bridget.
He had Bridget.
I talked to him about that yesterday. He said they moved him down to it. He didn't even move down to it. But he said, you know, it's gonna be rough for him because he normally comes to fights at 230. But the max weight for Bridgerweight is 224. He said normally when he come in, he's about 225 anyway. So he said to drop that 1 pound might be a little harder, but he gonna try it out and see. And he said it's the first fight there anyway, so he said he'll try it. If not, he gonna stay heavyweight.
My nigga say I'm going to bed now. This shit like Christmas. I can't wait till the morning. Well, get straight to it, bro. Don't waste no time. Go on, give me my first 20 minutes early in the show. Don't wait till almost motherfucking 8 o'clock and then you want to start talking boxing. Go on, get straight to it. Let this be your motivation. You know what I'm saying? I see you in the building, CB Sports TV. Big Snack Pack. What's cracking with it? Because I see you in the building. Mike 202 say that's a big step up fight for Anderson. I mean, he's so good. We think he's so good.
I'll put Otterbox on the Andy Ruiz list, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Nah, I want to see Andy Ruiz. That's a whole Andy Ruiz needs to be fighting dudes like Wilder, Luis Ortiz, and shit like that. Matter of fact, I want to see Big Baby fight my man's Frank Sanchez, the Cuban. Is that a good fight for Big Baby? And don't Frank Sanchez got like 5 fights?
I'll take that.
You know what I'm saying?
He got more than that.
You know, I'm just saying. Oh no, Frank Sanchez 17-0.
I'll
So
still take that fight.
okay, yeah. Not Charles Martin. Not Charles Martin. I think Charles Martin is a little too much right now for Big Baby. I'm saying I'm talking about dudes that's not right. That's not right. At, like in the top 10 or top 5. I think Charles Martin is like in that top 5, top 10 range. Him, Luis Ortiz, Andy Ruiz, Dillian White. You know what I'm saying? Charles Martin is right there. And he just beat Gerald Washington. So that eliminates Gerald Washington from title contentions. Eric Molina been got eliminated. I'm going to say it like this, bro. Anybody that got eliminated from title contentions like a Kornacki, a Helenius, a Marios Wide, Frank Sanchez, Guido, FL, all these is good step up fights for Fabio and Big Baby. You know what I'm saying? Junior, look at Junior. I thought you was going to bed. He talking about I like Otter versus Big Baby. Me too. I like that too. Big Baby versus the Cuban sandwich. Salute to my brother CB Sports TV. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man. I'm gonna play this clip, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave Big Baby and Fabio alone, man. Like I say, these are right now. Big Baby and Fabio is like one of my 2 favorite up and coming fighters. I like Big Baby. I like Fabio. I want to see them kids get they just due. I want to see both of them step up in competition. Fabio is fighting better competition right now. I think Big Baby will definitely give him a run for his money and keep the marathon going in due time. I don't know who Big Baby fighting. They have not announced his opponent. Maybe it's a tomato can or a lower level opposition. We don't know. But I'm going to tell you something right now. If he fight a can, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't help his case versus Fabio. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But
Hey, one thing we got to stop doing, and we do.
go ahead.
I've said this about a bunch of fighters. We got to stop trying to push these fighters faster than they need to be pushed. He's only 21 years old, and
Right.
I still think he's better than Fabio. But the thing is, he's fighting fighters at his pace because he's developing himself at his pace. If he feel like this is the pace he needs to go, or his handlers need to feel like this is the pace we got to respect that right now because he's still young. So for us to sit there and try to push these stuff a couple cushion on him, I'm not gonna be the one to do that.
I'm
Same
not
thing for Fabio though.
right. I'm not pushing nobody. Like I say, listen. This is how always been 503 Lions theory, bro. And I'm gonna always stand by this. If niggas want to take the Teofimo Lopez route, you take the Teofimo Lopez route. If you feel like in 16 to 15 fights with your experience and your team, if you feel like you ready for it, take it. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas gonna take the Teofimo route. Some niggas might take Deontay Wilder route. You know what I'm saying? It's all on what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Now I haven't heard Big Baby say he ready to start fighting these dudes or he want to fight the best, the top guys. I never said that. But all I'm saying is when you compare him and Fabio side by side, Fabio's resume is better. You compare him to Tony Yoka's resume. Tony Yoka's resume is better right now. And that's cool. Like they build him Big Baby the way they want to build him, but it doesn't help his case when you know what I'm saying, you get to comparing and contrasting these guys. But like I'm with you, homie. I feel like Big Baby beats all these niggas. But the competition could say otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Because Fabio and Tony is fighting better competition right now. You know what I'm saying? Herkovich fighting better competition. So we just got to keep that in mind. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I'm gonna play this clip, man, and I want to get y'all thoughts on what Eddie Hearn had to say yesterday.
I think we have to accept that with the Fury AJ stuff going on, Dillian's not going to get a world title shot till early 2022. So let's have 2 fights this year, maybe a fight in America later this summer, and then we can look at possibly Deontay Wilder later in the year.
Okay.
I didn't hear it.
Okay, let me play it again.
I think we have to accept that with the Fury AJ stuff going on, Dillian's not going to get a world title shot till early 2022. So let's have 2 fights this year, maybe a fight in America later this summer, and then we can look at possibly Deontay Wilder later in the year.
So Eddie Hearns wants Dillian White and Deontay Wilder later on in the year. Is basically what Eddie Hearn was saying. And that's another reason why motherfuckers don't like Dillian, because they feel like he's Anthony Joshua's and Eddie Hearn's guard dog. So for whatever reason, he was kind of blocking that fight from happening, and he put Dillian White, at the front of the gate, you know what I'm saying, to keep Deontay Wilder out. But now since AJ and Fury is pretty much gonna happen sooner or later, I don't know when. They still haven't gave us a date or a venue. You know what I'm saying? I want to get y'all thoughts on possibly Dillian White versus Wilder fight. Is that the fight that you want to see next, Arthur, or do you want to see Wilder versus Andy Ruiz, man? Give me your thoughts, bro.
Out of those two fights you just said, to keep it 100, I want to see Dillian White in there with Wilder first, before Andy Ruiz, just because of the history, the hatred between the two, more so on the Dillian White side. I myself, I'm not a fan of Dillian White. I don't like Dillian White myself, but I am starting to appreciate some of his skill set. Definitely after watching that Povetkin fight last night. I think I think it would make for a great build up and for a great fight. You know what I mean? At the end of things, you know what I mean. So I'm with it. At the end of the year, having a potential Wilder against Dillian White fight would be great in my estimation, and keeping keeping Dillian White active, having him in there for the summertime as well. Uh, Reading into what Eddie Hearn was saying, he wants to possibly bring him over to the States and fight him over here, possibly against probably a mid tier to lower tier heavyweight opponent. So that's keeping Dillian active, making sure that he doesn't balloon out of shape. But I'm definitely for this fight, Wilder against White. He's looked definitely better of late. Um, when he was out of shape, those times against when he was fighting Marius Wack in Dubai. No, it wasn't Dubai. It was in Saudi Arabia. I would never give him 1% of a chance to be defeating or to have the victory against Wilder. But a focused, in shape Dillian White with the acquisition and the addition of some like Lennox Lewis's old trainer and whatnot, I think it increases his percentage points a little bit. You know what I mean? At least 5-10%. And we got to couple that with the fact that, let's be real, Wilder is inactive. You know what I mean? Wilder is officially inactive. He hasn't fought since February of 2020. In the dig, we're now in at the end of March of 2021, and we still don't have a confirmation in Wilder's next fight. Wilder needs to at his stage of his career, he's aging. I think the man is 35, 36 years old. He been had problems, history with injuries, and whatnot. So I think definitely at this stage, Wilder needs to come out and get more active. And regardless if it's against Fury or White, he needs to get into a fight. You know what I mean? Sooner than later. So hopefully he has something lined up for the summertime as well. Between May, June, July, something like that. Because once again, he's not Deontay Wilder is not getting any younger. You know what I mean? I would like to see some better some acquisitions in his camp. You know what I mean? Because from what I've heard with regards to the Malik Scott acquisition to his training camp, the subtraction of Mark Breland, and the retention of Jay Diaz, to me, that's not good enough. I don't think that's a solid ground. I think the champ could do a lot better. You know what I mean, with his training regime and his ability to correct some of his mistakes or refine and bring back some of his skills that he's been leaving off the table. He hasn't been boxing beautifully as of late. We look back in the Luis Ortiz fight, the second fight, he was just waiting on that one punch. You know what I mean? He could get away with that for so long, but I want to see the Wilder bring it back to Bermain Stavern #1 when he totally outclassed and masterclass outboxed Bermain Stavern, dangerous in his prime KO puncher and Bermain Stavern. Deontay Wilder was able to move around the ring beautifully and execute that jab. He needs to go back to the basics. And I mean, and which trainers out there that's going to bring Deontay Wilder back to the basics is the question that remains to be answered. But yeah, those are the things on the table. I'd rather see Wilder against Whyte definitely than Wilder against Andy Ruiz next.
Okay, I see you in the building, MSP. You know what I'm saying? And let me say this. I'm gonna address my brother J.A. Dixon and Junior the Truth. He says Whyte was on that good dope, and Wilder ain't fighting because of the court shit. Why y'all acting like this Fury versus AJ shit is on lock? Shaking my head. Well, obviously you just came into the chat and you just heard my brother Arfella talk. You know what I'm saying? And we haven't verified and acting like nothing is on lock. Shaking my head. So, you know what I'm saying? Listen, bro. You never said AJ versus Fury is on lock. I said AJ versus Fury is likely to happen, but we still have not got a date or a venue. That's what I said. You know what I'm saying? I am tired. I am tired of people steady trying to push this narrative like Wilder can't be criticized, bro. Wilder can be criticized too. And Arfella is right. He is inactive. He haven't fought in a whole year, just like Tyson Fury. Y'all have to stop being so sensitive about Deontay Wilder, bro. The minute a nigga say something about Wilder, bro, you niggas get to typing in the chat and getting all emotional and all this in my AB voice. Shut that soft shit up, bro. You niggas is acting real soft right now, and I don't give a fuck who get mad. Wilder can be criticized too, just like all these other niggas. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? I love Deontay Wilder just as much as the next man, bro. But I'm tired of all this back and forth shit with Tyson Fury and him. This shit been going on too long. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck going on. I don't know if Eddie Hearn is lying to the fans, if the shit gonna happen between AJ and Fury. I don't know, bro. I don't give a fuck at this point. If the fight happened between AJ and Fury, it happens, bro. I don't care. I just want to see Deontay Wilder fight again, bro. And I don't care who he fight. I don't care if it's Andy Ruiz. I don't care if it's fucking Dillian Whyte. I don't give a fuck who it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if it's Luis Ortiz again. You know what I'm saying? We just want to see the homie back in the ring. And we're not vilifying nobody, bro. Arfella pointed out a fact. The fact of the matter is Wilder has not fought since February of 2020. This was before Corona hit. Corona hit the next month.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a fact. You know what I mean?
Hold on.
We sound suspect because you damn right. I sound suspect because I'm a usual suspect. You know, dig? I'm a usual suspect speaking facts. You know what I mean? And Wilder's been inactive, and I'm all about activity. I want to see these fighters fight. No fighters above these criticisms. You know what I mean? And boxing is not. I didn't come on this platform to talk about splits and
Hey, I gotta make a
arbitration
run.
cases. You know what I mean? I didn't come on this platform to talk about splits and arbitration cases and court cases and whatnot. Other than on boxing night court on Fridays at 9 p.m. on Jab Jamboree. But you know what I mean? When I'm over here with the Houston hard hitters talking boxing, we want to talk boxing. We want to talk about these fights that happen inside the ring. You know what I mean? We want to talk about activity. You know what I mean? And for too long, we've been talking about what ifs and the arbitration cases, and not about and not about these confirmed fights. And all I'm hoping for is for Wilder to get back into the ring, whether it's against Fury, whether it's against Whyte, whether it's against Charles Martin. I want to see the fights because I'm a boxing fan. You know what I mean? Not a fan of just one fighter. I'm a fan of boxing. You know what I mean? And in order for me to be a fan of boxing, I need to continue to see fights on a regular basis, or we gonna spend 30 to 45 minutes talking about the UFC, because that heavyweight division seems to be popping right now. So tell me if that sounds suspect, my nigga.
Okay, and I want to say this, and I'm gonna let my brother Abel Mahari cook, man. And it's no disrespect to J.A. Dixon or Jr., them the brothers. You know what I'm saying? But you're not finna come in the chat talking greasy just because of, man, just like you giving your opinion, you know what I'm saying? All fella gave his opinion. And the fact of the matter is this, bro. We want to see Wilder back in the ring, bro. I honestly don't give a fuck about the arbitration. If he lose, he lose. If he don't, he don't. Cool. Fight Fury for the third time. Get a fan something. And I'm gonna tell you why boxing is in the state that it's in, bro. Because the fights that we want to see is not happening. You know what I'm saying? The fighters that we want to see ain't in the ring now. Deontay Wilder, inactive. Earl Spence hasn't fought in 2021. Jamel Charlo has not fought in 2021. You know what I'm saying? Bud has not fought in 2021. The game is missing all these great fighters right now. So that's why you can have a motherfucking Tyson and Holyfield 3. That's why you can have Jake Paul versus Ben Askren. That's why you can have Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather, bro, because the game is missing its top fighters in these top fights. Point blank, period. And AJ, out of all these dudes, is the only one that's been active thus far because he just fought Pulev in November. You know what I'm saying? He just fought. He the only one. That's why you have a Fabio Wardley making noise. That's why you have Big Baby Anderson making noise, because these dudes ain't doing shit. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, J.A. Dixon, bro, you the homie, you got your opinion. You cool, you know what I'm saying? I got no quarrel with you neither, bro. But, you know what I'm saying? You can't say, we sound suspect because the man pointed out a fact, bro. The man Wilder has not fought in a whole year. Him or Tyson Fury. So let's get Wilder back in the ring against whoever. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, let's just see these fights. Because if these dudes don't fight, you're gonna continue to have Mike Tyson versus whoever, these YouTubers versus whoever, and they're gonna continue to steal from the boxing fans, bro. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. Niggas is gonna feel however they feel, no matter what we say or what we do, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let my brother Abel Mahari cook, man. What's going on with it, young Abe?
Well, just had to sit back and let you guys, cook it all up. You know what I mean? So it was actually really entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And I had to sit back and listen to Junior go off in the chat as he normally would. Crazy old fool.
Yeah, Junior crazy, man. That's my big bro. I got nothing but love for that brother.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know
No doubt about it. But I will address one other thing though. I do agree with you extensively that a lot of these fighters that we like the most have not been active as we should have been. Okay, but we have to consider the fact that there have been so many different type of circumstances that probably had delayed them to probably getting themselves into the ring though too. You know what I mean? We know what's going on with Wilder right now with the whole mediation situation. Now we don't need to go in that in depth because all you gotta do is go to Fanan's channel and he can explain it to you in in very good detail. But Terrence Crawford deserves to get criticized. You know what I mean? He deserves to get criticized because he ain't fought the mandatories. He ain't fought the best competition out there. You know what I mean? And he ain't fought Earl Spence Jr. So he deserves to get some of the criticism too. But you know what I mean? Caleb Plant gets some of the criticism too. You know what I mean? A lot of the other boxers deserve that criticism too. How is it that two old fighters like Holyfield and Tyson can come back out of retirement nearly almost a decade in the making and get a third fight in? That should let you know what the state of boxing is at this point right now. You know what I mean? And shut your ass up, Junior, with your lazy ass. Always coming in the chat. Always saying, like, shut that ghetto shit up. You know what, though, bro? You need to get yourself some black jits in this motherfucker. How about that, Junior? Leave me the fuck alone. If I really get going in this chat, though, bro. Leave me alone, bro. Okay, let me get back to what I'm saying. Listen, the bottom line is, we need to see more. We need to see our favorite fighters, get active though, bro. Because if these old timers could come back into the sport and pretty much get back and steal some of the shine from the fans, that's not a good sign, especially from the YouTubers too, man. Come on, bro. Boxing got to do better, bro. They just got to do better.
Right. And you absolutely right, Jay Dixon. I agree with you on that. We know why Wilder is fighting, bro. Why he's not fighting. And I'm gonna say this. The shit is just frustrating for me, bro. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm tired of waiting on this arbitration. I'm tired of waiting. I want to see Wilder back. You know what I'm saying? Wilder is one of my favorite fighters. I want to see him back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I want this shit to be over with. You know what I'm saying? Go on, give your verdict, judge. You know what I'm saying? Stop holding these dudes' careers up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing though too. Tell that to Tyson Fury, who should have taken the rematch in the first place. That I can counter that with. You know what I mean? But that's just it. But by the way, Junior the Truth, how about you shut your little Tyler Perry voice looking ass up though too? How about that? Leave me alone, bro.
Well, give me your thoughts on last night, man. How did you feel about Dillian Whyte versus Povetkin, man? You know what I'm saying? You rode against Dillian Whyte as predicted, you know what I'm saying? But what was your thoughts on the fight, homie?
I will say this. I will say that I give Dillian Whyte his props. He came in there in shape this time, and he learned his lesson from what he did wrong in the last fight. And also another thing, it looked like Alexander Povetkin was off the juice, though, bro. You notice that, man? His body wasn't in tune. He looked like he wasn't physically into the fight. Maybe the COVID situation that he had something to do with it. I don't know. But he just didn't look like he was into the fight though, man. And anytime he got hit, he looked shook up. You know what I mean? That's not how I used to see Alexander Povetkin with fight though. You know what I mean? But he did what he had to do. He threw some good body shots in there to really frustrate Povetkin, and he did what he had to do and win the fight. Good for him. But the bottom line is, you're not getting a Wilder fight because the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fight is going to be won next. Once the judge makes the right decision and says Wilder has the right to take the third and final match with Tyson Fury. All right, that's gonna put your ass on the sideline where you belong, with your little sperm head looking ass.
Right. Okay, I want to ask you the same exact question. Junior the Truth laughing. Phoenix Nunes said it wouldn't be fair to let Fury off the hook. Wilder been down to fight, but they trying to screw him over. They trying to age him out. Absolutely, man. I agree with you on that one, man. It sucks with what was going on with that whole situation. And to be honest with you, man, I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that enough. And I hope we can get past this whole situation, man, so we can get Wilder back in the ring. I don't give a fuck what AJ and Fury do at this point. If they fight, they fight. If they don't, they don't. I just want to see Deontay Wilder back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I think Wilder got a good 4 or 5 more years left up in him. He is 35 years old, so he at the tail end of his career. You know what I'm saying? So it's no time to waste and there's no time to spare. Time waits for no man. You know what I'm saying? But would you rather see if for whatever reason this arbitration gets settled and shit like that, and the mediation favors Fury in the AJ fight, would you want to see Deontay Wilder versus the Dillian Whyte later on in the year, or would you want to see him versus Andy Ruiz?
Well, the one fight that I would want to see if the mediation goes in Fury's favor, I would say, I would love to see him face against Dillian White to take his fucking head off and make sure that he don't come back to the sport of boxing ever again, because I can't stand that dude, bro. Always whining and bitching every time. And Wilder don't even care about him anyway. So, but basically, I would love to see him knock him out within 3 rounds, get this dude out of boxing, man. The dude is a disgrace, bro. You know what I mean? I would love to see that. But, if he wants to fight Andy Ruiz, that's cool too. But I would see him. Honestly, I think the most likely scenario would be him fighting against Ruiz than would be against White, because I think Eddie Hearn is going to probably play some politics and make sure that fight gets delayed though too. That's how I see it.
Right. Okay, Deontay will knock this clown out in 3 rounds. Yeah, man, I agree. You know what I'm saying? I think Deontay Wilder will ice Dillian White, and that's listen. I'm gonna keep it real. I want to see Dillian White and Wilder, bro. I think the Andy Ruiz fight will always be in the PBC's back pocket. They can play that card whenever they want to. Both these guys have took losses. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this, bro. Like 78 Sports TV say, instead of PBC horn the game like how we see what AJ, Eddie Hearns, and Bob Arum and Tyson Fury is doing, instead of them running off with the belts and trying to make the big unification fight in America, they wanted to be fair. They let Andy Ruiz go back and fight AJ. They let Wilder go back and fight Tyson Fury for the second time. You know what I'm saying? So that fight has lost a little bit of luster, in my personal opinion. If they would have made that fight when Andy Ruiz and Wilder was I forgot what fight they was at. I don't know if that was Earl Spence Porter, one of those fights they had on the PBC a couple years back. If they didn't do it then, I mean, it is what it is, bro. It's still a big fight, but I just feel like the backstory between Dillian White and Wilder is just so intriguing. You know what I'm saying? These dudes have been going back and forth for years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say this too. That puts Wilder right at the forefront for the AJ and Tyson Fury winner. If he knocks off Dillian White, he's right back in contentions. You know what I'm saying? He can't be ignored. You know what I'm saying? He can knock off Dillian White and then he can fight Andy Ruiz. That's just my personal opinion. I want to see Dillian White and Wilder. Period. This fight is way more interesting at this point in time. Like I say, they should have been made Andy Ruiz and Wilder years ago when Ruiz had the belts in 2019 and when Wilder had the belts in 2019. J.A. Dixon say, I want to see Wilder versus White and Ruiz versus Ortiz if that happens. Now you talking my language, OG. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't agree with you more with that, homie.
I agree with that too.
I 100% agree with you, homie. Arthur, I want to get your thoughts, man. Do you feel like PBC dropped the ball with the Ruiz and Wilder fight, man, back in 2019 when they had all of the heavyweight belts on the American PBC side, bro?
Yeah, most definitely. I think they even dropped the ball before that by not allowing Ortiz to go over there and get that or get that belt, because he was considered as a replacement for Jarrell Big Baby Miller at one time, but he declined it and ended up because he wanted to get that Wilder rematch. I thought, in all actuality, he could have done both. You know what I mean? And that would to me probably solidified more of a undisputed matchup within the PBC. But with that being said, they could have easily Andy Ruiz was under contract to give that rematch. To give that rematch to AJ. So I mean, it would have been hard to move away from that, even though we're seeing Tyson Fury doing the same shit now, but different situations. Going back before that, PBC made the failure of not directing Charles Martin over to Wilder, you know what I mean, and making that unification fight. Charles Martin is a PBC fighter, but he was advised to get the bag. You know what I mean? Get the bag in the UK and give up his belt against AJ. You know what I mean? Instead of giving him somewhat matching that bag over here in the US, you know what I mean, for a fight with Wilder. I believe that money could have been rounded up, especially for the fact of securing and building up the American heavyweight champion. That, you know what I mean, that was at stake, and that PBC failed in doing that. You know what I mean? They gave they advised their client to go for the short term bag. You know what I mean? Instead of the legacy of let's be real, a dwindling a heavyweight division, American heavyweight division, other than Wilder and person, maybe you could say Big Baby Miller. You know what I mean? And now the emergence of Big Baby Anderson. There's not a lot of top tier heavyweights on the come up from America that are populating the top 10s, the top 10 of the other division. You know what I mean? So this is where we're at a point here where I think Wilder and whether it's Wilder, Ruiz, I just lost my train of thought. You know what I mean? I was just going rambling on, but
It's all good, bro. They happen sometimes, man.
You good, bro? You good?
You know what I'm saying? Let me catch up in this chat. And you know, your train of thought will probably come back to you in a minute. Hit the blunt and regroup, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? B&B Boxing News say Dillian Whyte has no stamina. This dude runs out of gas in 4 every time. Okay. Wilder versus Ruiz. Dillian Whyte, a gatekeeper with 2 L's, 2 KO losses. Dillian Whyte got to fight Luis Ortiz. Joe Jack, let me tell you something, brother. Dillian Whyte train has left Cuba a long time ago, brother. He ain't fighting. We said this earlier, bro. I think Stay Ready said it. Dillian Whyte ain't fighting no threat, bro. If Dillian Whyte is gonna fight a threat, bro, it's gonna be a top dude above Luis Ortiz. He's gonna fight a Wilder, a AJ Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying, type fight, bro. He's not fighting a threat, you know what I'm saying? Luis Ortiz is too much of a threat. Period. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see that. If he ain't fought Luis Ortiz by now, bro, I just don't see that happening. You know what I'm saying? Mike 202 say, yeah, Andy and Wilder should have fought when they both had the titles. Yep. All Metro know how to do is use Wilder's name. They ain't got to make no fight against him. White don't want any smoke with Wilder at all. I mean, yeah, you can say that. But I'm going to say this. I think Eddie Hearn is serious about making this. I think Eddie Hearn has always been serious about making the Wilder and Whyte fight because he was trying to protect AJ. You know what I'm saying? And now the cards are stacked in his favor because it's looking like AJ Fury might happen. We don't know. It's not signed, sealed, and delivered to the fans. That's like a 30% chance right now, but it's still stacked in his favor, and he still want to protect his interests with AJ Fury. So I think Eddie Hearn would throw Dillian Whyte to Wilder. That's always been in his back pocket to make that attempt.
Sacrificial lamb.
Exactly, to protect AJ. So I think that will happen. Now it's on Dillian Whyte and Wilder to make it happen, but Dillian Whyte, like I say, he didn't want to fight Luis Ortiz, so the fight never happened. You know what I'm saying? But now that fight can happen, bro. Especially if this judge rules in Fury's favor. It can happen. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to see Wilder come back immediately and fight Dillian Whyte. I would want him to take like a tune-up fight and then fight Dillian Whyte, like Eddie Hearn said, later on in the year. I agree with Eddie Hearn on that aspect. J.A. Dixon say, I think Al leveraged Martin title to do some UK business. At least that's the only way I can make sense of it, because I knew they could have matched the money AJ put up. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's what I don't get. The UK business they established is with ITV, and that's something totally independent from Sky Sports and Matchroom and all
Right.
those other UK boxing players
Network.
over there. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So I still don't understand the benefit of it. You know what I mean? We know this game is about, as Ak Reacher says, securing these infinity stones. You know what I mean? And that's an infinity stone that was easily could have been secured. Having these infinity stones secures you the power, you know what I mean, of the division. And the PBC allowed the infinity stone go over there across the pond. That's just the bottom line of it.
Right. And I'm gonna say this too. I think what Eddie tried to do, and he did it so successfully, was he let AJ go to the top without any resistance or any threat. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. How did AJ get those belts? Okay. He fought Charles Martin for the IBF. You know what I'm saying? Then he backdoored and he fought Klitschko, and I think that was for the WBA and WBO vacant belts.
No, just for the WBA. And he got the WBO when he unified with Parker.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Charles Martin, Klitschko, and Parker, the easiest non-resistant route to the top of the heavyweight food chain. That's what Eddie Hearn did, bro. You know what I'm saying? Very, very smart, strategic way to get AJ in position to be the man at heavyweight. That's how Eddie Hearn leveraged AJ and Martin, because he knew Charles Martin was beatable. He knew that. That's why they put up like $7 million, $8 million for Charles Martin. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I don't think Wilder was at his superstar level that he is now. He wasn't fighting on pay-per-view in the Charles Martin in AJ days. You know what I'm saying? He was still fighting on Showtime regular TV. You know what I'm saying? So they threw that bag out there. They sacrificed a couple money, a couple millions of dollars, and you know what I'm saying? They made AJ the man. That's what they did. You know what I'm saying? That's just like I say. Say what you want to say about Eddie Hearn. The nigga's a hustler. He's a hustler. Look at Eddie Hearn now, bro. He got at least 2 of the biggest fights to be made. I'm gonna say 3 of the biggest fights to be made. Right? He got AJ Fury, he got Dillian Whyte, Wilder, and he got Canelo against whoever. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga's a hustler. You can't knock the hustle, homie. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And the zone is killing shit right now. They killing it until PBC dropped their schedule with Tank, with EJ, with the Charlo brothers. Until we get Danny back in the ring, we get Sean Porter. The zone right now and Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I see you in the building, one of them ones. What's good with you, homie? B&B Boxing News say, I agree, Whyte is a sacrificial lamb for Eddie. Yeah, man. He definitely been trying to sacrifice Dillian Whyte to Wilder to protect AJ. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is at this point, man. But like I say, man, we got some good boxing in April, man. We got the return of Jerron Bruce Ennis versus Limpinets in a couple more weeks, man. That fight is 2 weeks away. This weekend, we got Carl Frampton versus Jamal Herring. And it's going to be good, man. It's going to be real good. We got the turn of Berlanga in April. We got the turn of Big Baby Anderson in April. We got the return of Boo Boo Andrade. You know what I'm saying? Versus Liam Williams. You know what I'm saying? So we got some pretty good fights returning in April, man. Then in May, of course, you got the Hispanics coming back. We got the Mexicans coming back. You know what I'm saying? We got Andy Ruiz versus Areola for 50. I'm still thinking about buying that fight. I don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all got anything else y'all want to cook on, man, go ahead and cook on it and give me your last. And if not, y'all can give me y'all last, man. Mahar, you got anything else you want to say, bro?
Nah, nothing much other than the fact of this public service announcement, courtesy from the LDBC. Fuck Dillian Whyte. That's all I gotta say. Fuck Dillian Whyte. And also, I'm gonna drop a video about the Brooklyn Nets. I'm telling you, bro, the Brooklyn Nets, man, they're about to scare the entire league now after what they just pulled off again. LaMarcus Aldridge, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm just wait till I drop the video. I'm just letting y'all know. Just wait till I drop the video.
Yeah, man, we might have to put a case on them in basketball court, man. I see my brother, South Central brother, LA brother in the building. DB, what's cracking with it, homie? Salute to you. Say salute to my H-Time fam, man. Salute to Cali, man. Y'all be sure to pull up to the shop tonight, man. It's going down, man. They gonna have Bob Arum in the building on Barbershop Conversations, man. And you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But we finna get up out of here, man. I got some moves to make on Sunday, man. Also, if you got anything else, man, go ahead. But if not, close us out, bro.
Indeed. Well, yeah. So salute to my West Side Connect. You know what I mean, DB. You know what I mean. It's been a while. You know what I mean. Salute to everybody in the chat. Kept it popping. You know what I mean. It was a dope episode. Early morning hunt with the Houston hard hitters. You know what I mean. Salute to my favorite sparring partner, Stay Ready Boxing TV. Of course, that was on earlier. You know what I mean. And of course, the host with the most, 503 Lion. Once again, tonight, Sunday, which is tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we doing the GTA Cypher Part 3. You know what I mean? I got Late Night Villain, I got Ella Jeezy, I got Young Tuka, you know what I mean? And I got Self-Made, Mr. Burns passing through. They're going to be dropping some hellified bars, you know what I mean? So join us in the War Room, The War Report, you know what I mean, on YouTube. Subscribe to the Odd Fella, THAODDFELLA. Y'all know what it is. Check me tomorrow, 4:15 p.m. Eastern time. We gonna be back bullshitting on the Beltway. Y'all definitely tune in for that one, you know what I mean? And see Cadillac Red eat his crow live, you know what I mean? Eat his crow live on the Beltway, you know what I mean? So that's 4:15 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow afternoon, you know, dig. And of course, 9 p.m. every Friday, you know what I mean? We doing a night court, and basketball night court will be popping on the Jab Jamboree. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and get caught up on all the episodes. We on episode 8 next week, you know what I mean? And we're going to do basketball night court. And I believe the Brooklyn Nets are on the docket. The Brooklyn Nets are definitely on the docket, as well as Vince Carter. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. Salute to Act Reacher 45, Judge Galvatrons. Subscribe to the Jab Jamboree. Subscribe to all the usual suspects. You know, dig. 503 Lion, Stay Ready Boxing TV, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, and, of course, myself. Y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, yet your most hated Odd Fella. Salute to whole LDBC, and I'm Gizon.
Yeah, man, and like I say, we'll be back, man, next week, man. We got a lot of good fights coming up on the docket, man. Like I say, man, I can't wait. April will be a good month for boxing, and y'all tune in tomorrow, man. Cadillac Red, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, man, and it's just like that, man. H-Time for real, and we Gizon, man. Peace.
Yes, sir. Big A-League drip. Getting ready for the weigh-ins. RP Nip, yeah. We see Nip to do today, man. You know my favorite color red. But today